What all's working this morning? Let's take an inventory here.
Not much.
Everything that's working this morning. Let's say good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mornings in Meridian. I believe the app is up and running now. I think the stream on WALTmeridian.com is up and running now.
You're welcome.
The radio is turned on, 102.1 FM. But what about Facebook?
No Facebook, just YouTube. No, just YouTube.
Good morning to everybody. It's Mornings in Meridian. Roger here along with Rob.
Yes.
Doesn't hurt my feelings.
Just YouTube.
Just YouTube.
Yeah.
Just go YouTube.
YouTube it.
Oh, you mean you can video the YouTube? Okay.
Yeah, it's still live.
Oh.
Ha-ha! There's always a backup plan.
Gotta put some more makeup on these spots, these age spots.
There you go.
Hey, it's a good Thursday morning, and we're going to be talking today about something very, very nice. Well, first of all, welcome everybody. Glad you're out there. No matter how you join us. Talked with a caller this morning that before the show, he uses a lot of time on our app. Let us know that it wasn't working, and Rob went in there with a hammer and a chisel, and he pried it loose and got it working.
Yep.
Good job, Rob.
Yep. And when you don't have the app, there's always the radio.
Wait a minute. Radio. They still have those?
Yeah, no. Isn't that amazing?
Is there radio?
Yeah, it's amazing how they work.
How about that? 102.1.
It's amazing.
That's amazing. All right. Well, good deal, folks. We're glad you're out there. Want you to be part of the show, and I'm excited because we're going to be talking about my favorite fundraising event of the entire year.
Flings and Tails.
Wings and Tails. Going to be out at Key Field on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, the 6th of May. That would be 6 de Mayo.
Y'all measure that food by the pound out there to get some plates to go.
You put too much in box.
You put too much in box.
You put too much on plate.
One less wing and tail for you.
No more shrimp for you.
One less wing and tail.
one less wing and tail. No, it's going to be great. Of course, we'll have the traditional displays. If you get there a little bit early, like the social hour starts about 5:30, and dinner will start at 6:30, and not a minute before. But there'll be a little program there, probably 6:15. But there'll be some flyovers. So you don't go jump and get your place in line and stand there for a whole hour. Go out and enjoy the displays. We're going to do our best to get everybody served.
I'm gonna be first in line.
So far, we've been able to serve everybody.
Yeah,
and we hopefully going to have a 2-line system this time, where you go on the outside of the dining hall. It's actually the dining hall is the Key Brothers hangar. And
you ought to sell chances like raffle tickets for like who can be like first in line. I bet that would be a popular fundraiser.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That could be. Yeah. But that's the whole thing. It's a great event. It's a great event.
I'm just coming up with ideas as a fundraiser.
I know it. I thought maybe the golden-legged chicken or something. I don't know. The golden wing.
The golden wing.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever that could be.
Be a chain around your neck, like with a chicken wing on it or something. Like, I got the award for first in line.
How you like my bling?
That's right.
Yes, I got my bling. Got wings and tail.
That's right.
There's going to be some nice-looking automobiles, some airplanes, and just a good fellowship. You get your favorite beverage. You get all kind of food. There'll be shrimp, chicken, and don't forget fish. That's all going to be there at Wings and Tails. That's Tuesday. And here to talk about it this morning will be Joe Mercado. He is the president of the Mississippi Area Navy League. It's the Navy League. It's the organization set up to support men and women in the sea services. And like I said, it's my favorite fundraiser all year long.
Very good.
And it's evidently the same for other people, too, because they'll be coming out to that. So lots and lots of people.
All right. I'm going to hang on 1 second.
You're going to hang on 1 second?
Hang on,
all right.
Let's see.
That's all right. Lots to talk about this morning. Let's see.
Tuesday weather. That's what I was looking at.
Oh, yes. I'm very interested in what the forecast has.
Right now, partly cloudy, high of 80. And I know the winds are always a big question. Winds out of the east-southeast at 5 to 10. So it looks like right now, knock on wood. Yeah. I think that's, I don't know what that is.
Knock on synthetic furniture.
Looking good. Partly cloudy and 80.
All right, very good.
And then looks like some rain will move in, but it'll be late on Tuesday night. So
okay.
should be good. So Should be good.
Late on Tuesday night, that'll be good. Much later, be fine. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. It's so no reason not to come out. I think there was a little bit of rain ahead of time last year, and if I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm thinking another year.
Yep. So we're looking good on Tuesday for it. So.
All right. Good on Tuesday. It's Wings and Tails. We'll talk more about it later on. In the meantime, if you'd like to be part of our show, you can call us at 601-485-9191. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
I'm not so interested in wings, but I am interested in the tails.
All right, Bill, settle down. He's an equal opportunity tail lover.
So this is how we start.
I'm old, but I'm not dead.
This is how we start the first day of May. Okay.
Well, anyway.
You coming out there, Lefty?
Tell Rob it's already raining.
You coming out to Wings and Tails, Lefty?
I'm considering it. I've never been to it, but I'm considering it.
You've never been?
I'm interested.
Oh, my goodness.
What kind of communist are you?
And food, oh, yeah.
Hook a rope up to that 1970 Volkswagen, pull it on over there, and put it on the show floor there.
Boy, I wish I had it back now.
Yeah.
Boy, those little things are going for quite a price.
There you go. No, I think...
and it had a 6-volt system, not 12. You know how hard it was to find a 6-volt battery when the battery finally crapped out?
It must have been difficult in a world of 12 volts.
It was.
I bet your battery one source would have had it, though, or do 4.
Yeah, I bet they would have.
You better believe it. Yep.
But anyway, just thought I'd call in with a little bit of Bill.
That was good, Bill. Thank you for that.
Old Bill. He was a lot of fun. I mean, they had a field day with him in Saturday Night Live and the press, and everybody else did too. You know, like Liz Lawback said one time, the gift that just keeps on giving.
Yeah, keeps on giving. That's exactly right. Very good point. Very good point. But we don't hear much from old Bill anymore.
Somebody important call in.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. Appreciate it.
Y'all have a good one.
All right. There you go. Speaking of the gift that keeps on giving, Kamala Harris is back in the speaking circuit. Spoke yesterday evening at the some function, was the Emerge, whatever that means, in San Francisco. Let's see, where can I go where everybody will like me? I know, San Francisco.
Surprise.
I saw parts of it with like $250. Is that it?
It charged $25 if you wanted to view it like through this virtual live stream. Other package options included a $100 fee for young professionals and a $250 general admission ticket. And if you were like a big money sponsor, $50,000.
And I think she was getting like $250,000 of it or something like that.
Well, I guess they didn't quite break even.
So that's the thing. But she stopped and got everyone's attention. And this got, and it was funny because I thought of this, and then I heard Ainsley Earhart say it on Fox after I was thinking of it. But she said, I want to stop just a moment and ask you, did you see the video of the elephants in the San Diego?
Gosh,
did you see that?
Yes.
No. And she says, did you? She's smiling and laughing. Did you see it? Did you see it? Yeah. And then she says, you notice how all the elephants got in a circle? They protect the more vulnerable. And I thought, well, a good analogy. So she's saying, don't separate. Don't separate. And I'm sitting there thinking, the elephant is a symbol of the Republican Party.
Dummy.
I said, that's what we're doing. Finally, the Republicans have circled around and stuck together. And that's why, and she said this. I love this statement. She said, the person in the White House, the country does not belong to the person in the White House. It belongs to us, we the people. And I like what they said on Newsmax. Yeah, we the people that didn't vote you into office.
Yeah! Wow!
There you go, Kamala! Whoa. Kamala! Back on the trail again. She governor? Governor candidate?
I know it's being kind of talked about because Newsom is term limited. So.
Oh, and they're even throwing up the idea. Maybe she's just positioning for 2028.
Come on, do it again. Let's do it again.
Bring it.
Run it back.
Oh, I would love to. Let's take a phone call here at Mornings in Meridian. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning, ladies. We got Roger and Rob running the booth today.
Hello, Mr. Mayor.
The undynamic duo.
Well, I've got a complaint, and I don't know what to do about it.
Uh-oh.
Well, I have a complaint department. If you'll call 1-800. No, I'm not going to finish it.
Anyway, I'm having trouble with my telephones. I had that Straight Talk or Pure Talk or something like that.
Yeah.
And it worked fine for years, and then all of a sudden it quit working. I couldn't find out the cell towers went from 4 to 5 gigs or whatever that is. And so my phone, he just totally quit working. I couldn't get a signal. So I said, well, I'll use my telephone.
Yeah.
My cell phone.
Yeah.
And John Brown, I had to get out in the yard and climb up on the tree and stand on the limb to get it working. It's done the same thing.
Oh, no.
Hope that limb's sturdy.
I like that.
Yeah,
And John Brown.
I'm between the limb and the hard rock, and I don't know what to do with my telephone system. Neither one of us working worth a hoot.
Well, I noticed the one you've been calling us on lately sounds a little bit like when we took those Campbell soup cans. I guess those are your family soup cans. And tied the string together and pulled them tight. And it sounds a little bit like that, Benny.
Yeah, I know other people said they're having trouble hearing it. So it's going woke. I guess Democrats got a hold of my phone system, too. So anyway, I don't know quite what to do to get a good phone system going again.
Well, let's see here. Let's see what we can do to help him out here. A good phone system. So you said your cell phone doesn't work because you don't have a signal out there?
Well, I used to have to get a signal inside my house anywhere with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess since that cell tower has gone to 5 gigs, I guess that's what's caused it. I don't have one unless I stand in the window or get outside and stand on a limb.
Well, there's got to be some cellular service that works out there. Sukalina is not that far off the beaten path, so
right.
You should be able to find. I would check around with different cellular companies and see who has the better signal in your area.
And I had to try to find out who's got one closer by. Absolutely.
Yeah,
but anyway,
but don't let that stop you from calling. We always love hearing from you, sir.
I'm gonna try as long as I can get through just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, that's enough complaint department. So it's raining out here, and I hope everybody has a great day.
Oh, there you go. Good welcome there by the mayor of Sukalina, Mr. Sunshine. Even on a rainy day, have a good day.
It's a little rainy out there this morning.
It sure is. I shouldn't have even come to work today. I mean, it was raining, for Pete's sakes.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this.
Don't know how I made it.
I don't know. If I'd have known the weather forecast, it was dry when I got. Oh, we got a little line coming through here, don't we?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay. All right. Getting some nice sparks down there in Baton Rouge, though. Some thunderstorms.
Yep.
Off of the tail of that system. Let's see. Well, tomorrow is the Boy Scout, the scouting golf tournament. How's it looking for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, right now, scattered thunderstorms developing later in the day. 60% chance, but it says later in the day. So hopefully, they get the tournament started, earlier in the day. They can get the rounds.
Starts at 1.
Oh, it does. Well, that's
starts at 1 o'clock.
Thought it was going to be earlier than that.
Okay, well, maybe they'll.
Well,
maybe it'll be. Maybe they'll miss them.
It says scattered.
Yeah, but it's whatever it is. It's 80%.
I don't think the worst of it's coming in for a while.
So what does that mean? If it says scattered, but it says 80% on my phone, does that mean I have an 80% chance of getting some of that scattered?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. In other words, at some point on the day, during the day tomorrow, I'm going to get wet.
Pretty much.
Okay. Gotcha. Now we know how that works. It's mornings in Meridian, a lot going on, of course. Tonight, kind of the first night of My Fair Lady.
That's right, MLT.
At MLT. So, this weekend is shaping up to be a pretty active weekend here in Meridian.
Absolutely. A lot of events going on. Got Collinsville Day coming up on Saturday as well.
Collinsville Day.
That's right.
How about that? I bet there's going to be food served.
Oh, yeah, there's always food served. And, of course, we also don't want to forget this as well. We had Aubrey Flory in not too terribly long ago. The trash sale at Mary Hope is coming up this weekend.
Right.
At
yes.
the former Joanne's location there at Bonita Lake Circle. They'll be out there Saturday morning starting at 7. They'll go till 2 on Saturday. They'll be out there for a few hours on Sunday from noon until 3. A lot of antiques will be on sales, a big sale there, and bring some cash. And of course, it's a fundraiser for that beautiful home here in Meridian, Mary Hope. So that's Saturday and Sunday, the big trash and treasure sale to support Mary Hope. So bring a lot of folks out there and do some treasure hunting, do some picking out there.
And don't forget, Saturday night, Beethoven and Blue Jeans, the Meridian Symphony Orchestra's final concert of the season.
We got the maestro coming in tomorrow?
Haven't heard from him.
What the hey?
Well, we can still reach out to him. I know some people.
Okay, well,
We can see if he'll come in tomorrow.
I know we usually have a visit from him.
Well, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to hear.
It's been a little while.
Here's the good thing about it, folks. DeMont Plaza, you got some good food before the concert, and then you go in there and have some good music, and you don't have to dress up. You can wear blue jeans and a T-shirt. It's Beethoven and Blue Jeans.
You mean I can get my good blue jeans out of the closet?
You can wear your tuxedo T-shirt.
Tuxedo T-shirt and your blue jeans.
And your blue jeans. There you go.
That would be the hoot right there to wear that. So. Oh man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This is an action-packed, fun-filled weekend in the Queen City.
Absolutely.
So. Speaking of the Queen City, I saw there on the Queen City news feed that a lot of college athletes signed up yesterday.
Yeah, that Meridian Community College had a lot of athletes signed, track, baseball, soccer.
Looking at women's soccer, you have Lauren Smith going to Lamar University, yes. Holly Gillis, is that right?
Holly Gillis, yep.
University of West Alabama, and Caroline Mendoza. Or
yep.
Caroline,
yeah.
She's going to Belhaven University. And then you go down there to men's soccer. You've got, is that Mickey? Or Mackay Castro?
Mackay Castro, yep.
Going to Harding University. Yep. Bubba Guerrero is going to Noble University. Maddie Longden, Weber International University.
Maddie Longden.
All right. And then you got, you be good at these names. You're the sports guy.
I know all these kids.
Is it
Andre Elias? Yes.
University of Tennessee Southern. And the tennis, Simon Oyeda.
Yep, you got it.
Hey, Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Men's basketball, Michael James. I can do that one.
Yeah.
Mississippi Valley State University. Chance Sutton going to Mississippi Valley State University. Women's basketball.
Aneria Ducksworth.
All right, that's Aneria Ducksworth going to Rust College. And you can take the next one, too.
Well, we got Haley Keys. She is not quite decided, but they did honor her yesterday. She's kind of down to a couple of choices there where she's going to go next. And Peyton Fowler from the baseball team is going to Mississippi State. And, of course, track and field, Tansei Jaboya is going to Kansas State. So he's already won some individual national championship honors for track and field out there at the college.
Say that name again because they don't sound anything like it's spelled.
I just closed it out. I just closed the app out.
I got Tafazwa Chikamba.
Sounds good. I don't deal. That's the one sport I don't deal with out there is track and field.
Okay, there you go. Well, happy signing day, folks. Good for all these young folks. And if we butchered your name, our apologies. You can call us and correct us at 601-485-9191. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning. Talking about all the things happening on Saturday, did you guys happen to mention Collinsville Day?
Yeah, we did.
He did mention Collinsville Day, but we don't know much of the details.
Well, the West Lauderdale Band will kick things off at 9 a.m. There's going to be a car show over at First Baptist Collinsville. There's going to be live music and vendors and food, and it's just a great time. So y'all come on out.
How did the fundraiser at Midway go the other night?
It went well. We had youth pastors and music ministers from other churches attend, and that was just fabulous for them to come support, the kids that are in their church programs. And, of course, tons of parents and grandparents and siblings and everyone else. But it was a great time. If you go to my Facebook page, I posted some video. It was a lot of fun, and those kids just did an outstanding job. Some of the music that they tackle, again, I hear they don't sound like a high school band.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a great job. And next Tuesday night is the Paws and Claws concert at the Temple Theater. This is a benefit concert for the Lauderdale County Animal Shelter. So that'll be next Tuesday at the Temple Theater, and it's going to be a great time. And all we ask, instead of paying to buy a ticket to get in, is bring something to donate to the shelter.
Oh, fantastic.
Hey, good stuff. Thanks for that information.
Absolutely. I know you guys are up against a break. Have a great day. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, she was watching our clock.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I saw you watching my clock there. All right, we're going to take Fox News, and then we'll be back on the other side. There's a little Tim McGraw to bring us in here on the first day of May.
Hey, Timmy!
Timmy's celebrating a birthday today. Mr. Faith Hill is 57 years old today. So
Been around a while.
happy birthday.
I'm an Indian outlaw.
Yeah, you can hear him on our... He's been around long enough to make it on our Legend station.
That's right.
You can hear him on 105.7.
The Legend.
That's it. And, of course, other birthdays include singer Rita Coolidge is 79 today.
Wow.
Ray Parker Jr., who you going to call?
Gold butter.
70 years old. And some other birthdays. Let's see. Actress Julie Benz is 52. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Desperate Housewives are some of the notables there. Let's see here. Well, yeah, there's some Jamie Dornan, Shadows of the Sun, 50 Shades of Grey. For you ladies, yeah, he's 42.
Saw a lot of him in that movie, didn't you?
I didn't see it. Don't care to see it. Don't want to see it. Okay, I'll leave that to the rest of you. Let's see. Glenn Ford, the late Glenn Ford, actor, great actor, born on this day, 1916. So, all right. Also, Frontier's woman Martha Jane Calamity, Jane Canary, Canary, or how you say it.
Yeah.
She was Calamity Jane. She was born in 1852. Yep, despite being recognized mainly for her grit and fire, she was also said to show compassion to the sick and the poor.
Well, good for you.
So we'll call her Saint Calamity Jane.
Oh, here you go.
Anyway, and let's see. That's what we'll call her. Tell me what you'll call this one.
Okay. It's kind of dark in here, but I'm asking a show of hands. Who saw that video from a couple of weeks ago? The one of the elephants at the San Diego Zoo during that earthquake? Google it if you've not seen it.
Google it. Google it. Google it.
That scene has been on my mind. Everybody's asking me what you've been thinking about these days. Well, so here's the video for those who haven't seen it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here are those elephants.
Yeah. There they were.
And
Yeah.
as soon as they felt the earth shaking beneath their feet,
Because the earth.
they got in a circle
They did.
and stood next to each other to protect the most vulnerable. Think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Go elephants. By the way, that's a Republican symbol, by the way. The elephants in a circle. Oh, mercy. I just had to play that. What'd you think of that, Rob?
And to think that a percentage of America voted for that individual.
A large percentage of them did.
Good Lord help us.
Didn't carry any of the battleground states, but a large percentage did that. I just had to play a little bit of that because it just, once again, reminds us all why we made the right choice.
Yes. Good grief.
That's all right. You know, she's making her money. That's what she's supposed to do now that she has served in the vice presidency. She's supposed to go around, speak, and get those checks. And I don't blame them. That's what you do. If I were one former president, vice president, I would definitely go around and start my speaking schedule.
There you go.
Nothing wrong with that. So you go. And by the way, keep talking to guarantee that you won't be elected to any office in the future. 601, well, let's see, we won't talk. We'll put out the phone line because we're going to have a guest come in here and join us.
Let's do it.
His name is Joe Mercado. How are you doing, Joe? Come on in here.
All right.
All right, there you go. All right. Look at him coming in here with the good old Oklahoma State University
Cowboys!
shirt on there. Tell us what's why are you so proud of is it Stillwater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good for you.
T-Boone Pickens Stadium.
Absolutely.
I've seen it.
We miss him.
I imagine.
we miss him. Is that your home state, Joe?
Well, my dad was in the military, but he retired there, so I
Okay.
went from fourth grade on through college. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in case folks who don't remember, Joe Mercado was served here in Meridian as the plant manager for Lockheed. Came from Fort Worth, went back to Fort Worth, and worked in Lockheed, and worked for General Electric, I think, and some other contractors. And so retiring back here to Meridian, Mississippi.
That's right. Got planes, trains, never made automobiles.
Planes, trains, but no automobiles. Well, you know, you're still young. You could, I don't know. I hear Ford's going to build some plants back in the United States.
I'm telling you, once you try this retirement gig,
You gotta look
Oh,
at
yeah.
it kind of sticks.
Yeah, that's when everybody sticks you with stuff like president of the Navy League and things like that.
right? And honestly, I wouldn't have time to work anyway with the grandkids and the other things. So, yeah,
Well, the grandkids are kind of what brought you back here, isn't that right?
absolutely.
All right. So where you got them scattered out here?
So we've got 8 total, two that are older, but we have 6 that are between 5 and 13 within 100 miles. 3 in Tuscaloosa and 3 here in town, including our only granddaughter that maybe gets a little spoiled from grandpa. So.
Well, I bet so. As well, she should.
In fact, she's listening right now.
Hey,
Audrey. Yeah.
Audrey. Hey, Audrey, how you doing?
Have a great day at school, girl.
Have a good day at school, and you don't have to go into class until Papa's off the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was kind of hoping you'd bring Sylvia along, but a little early.
No, she ended up with laryngitis.
Oh,
So,
no.
yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What?
She woke up this morning and said,
I can't survive.
Joe, she was just faking it. She didn't want to come.
she was struggling over the last couple of days. So I'm gonna give her a pass. on
Oh,
this.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, very good. I'm so glad you're here to talk a little bit about what's coming up here. But no kidding, you're familiar with the Navy League, but just remind our audience what the Navy League is all about, and just get in that microphone and talk it up.
Sure. So Navy League was formed back in 1902 at the suggestion of Theodore Roosevelt, then president. Of course, president suggests something. She's a good idea to do it. So the whole idea was to support the men and women of the sea services. So
Yeah.
your Navy, Marines, the Coast Guard and the Merchant Marine.
Yeah.
And so they've been supporting them. And of course, the Mississippi Council Navy League is supporting, those naval and all sea services here in the state. Obviously, big focus here on NAS Meridian.
I think so, and we always like to have a focus on NAS Meridian. And well, one exciting news we got from NAS is that next year we get to have an air show.
Absolutely.
Blues are coming.
Going to be awesome.
Yeah,
Blue
so
Angels.
I want you to know that I'm going to use every connection I can to get some good up front seats there with under a big tent with lots of food and beverages.
Yeah. I'm trying to work. I'm trying.
Well,
How's that for being open?
there you go.
I'd like to work the media angle so I could do that flight that they do for the media.
Well, Rob and I are talking about that.
sure.
We're going to be drawing straws for the ride there.
I'm sure.
No, that's good. So, but that's coming up. But we have something exciting coming up next week, and that's Tuesday, the 6th of May.
That's right.
It's going to be Wings and Tails. So tell us what people can expect when they come out to Key Field on Tuesday evening.
Yeah. So this will be the 14th annual. You guys started this right after I left back in 2010. So
Yeah, Joe's gone. What we can do that's fun.
What-
Let's go, Wings and Tails.
quite successful. And as I was reminded in the meeting the other night, it's been going really good. So don't mess it up.
Now, does this go back to the idea? Was this in part? Correct me if I'm wrong, but former Meridian Star publisher Crystal Dupre, did she have some influence on this?
Well, see, you're going to get me because I left before you guys
Yeah,
started this.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
she may have. She
Yeah.
may very well have. So she was very involved too. But
Folks, some of the folks remember who she was.
yeah. And anyway, so this will be the 14th annual and great event. We've got static aircraft displays. There will be a lot of cars, everything from classic to new cars out there. So a car show, you get flyovers, both from military aircraft and even some World War II vintage aircraft that'll fly over.
Now, let me make sure we make this disclaimer. There's going to be some civilian aircraft doing a flyover. There's going to be some military aircraft just doing some training exercises.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Yes.
Want to make sure that disclaimer's in there and make sure everybody stays safe and everything's okay.
Yeah. No strafing.
No, it's going to be
runs or
great.
anything.
It's going to be
Right,
great.
right. Yeah, no, it's really good. And we've got Scott McQuaig and the Tomcats will be entertaining. So good,
Very nice.
Good time. Always great food. Catfish, shrimp, chicken fingers, just the whole ball of wax there. And then you got the couple drink tickets come with it when you come in, and so there's going to be beer, wine, cokes, and all that kind of good stuff. All your soft drinks and stuff. So good time by all.
A good time. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to try what we talked about, a dual line system where
Yes.
instead of having one line that kind of serpentines around and outside, we're going to have two where you go up the side and then come to the middle and then retreat to your table after that.
Yeah, we worked it out with Chick-fil-A on what the best way to do this.
I was about to say, get with them and figure.
Wait a minute, we're going to be taking orders when they pull in the gate.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what it'll be, yeah.
Make them run everything.
Speaking of the gate, there is parking on the field.
That's right. Yep.
So you just come down Highway 11 like you're going to the airport, but before you get to the terminal, look for the Key Brothers hangar, and you'll see indicate. What is that about? I didn't say a bad word. So no, you'll be looking for the Key hangar, and then you turn right in, and there'll be people to assist you to your place.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So pretty easy to do.
It's in the old historic hangar, so it's really neat.
Yeah,
venue, nice venue. So.
And most people that have been around a while know the event, know where it's at, know how to find it, know what to expect. But if you're new in town, don't miss an opportunity to come to one of the biggest get-togethers in Meridian.
Yeah, just come like you're going to the airport. If you get there, you've gone too far. Turn around and come back.
Now, it might be encouraging if we share with some of the folks what we do with the funds that we raise at the Navy League, and kind of walk us through some of that.
Yeah, so we do a lot of things to support the Navy. One of the fun things that I get to do is we give a Golden Stick Award to the top pilot in each wing class roughly once a month. And so that's a really neat opportunity to recognize them. We do sponsor the Military Citizens of the Year banquet that they had. We just had that earlier this year, which is really great, honoring the men and women that are in obviously them here in on assignment, and then they end up actually giving back to the community, which is always wonderful. So we get an opportunity to recognize them throughout the state. All the Naval ROTC programs, they end up giving out Theodore J. Roosevelt Award each year, so we end up getting to be sponsors for that in terms of giving those awards to them.
So this is recognizing young high school students that are in the ROTC, the Navy Junior ROTC programs.
That's right. And we also have a scholarship through the Naval ROTC program up at Mississippi State that we support, and giving that to the ROTC candidates going to college there. So really good opportunity.
At State, or?
I'm sorry, did I say State? I meant Ole Miss.
Yeah, well.
Hotty toddy, right? Being from Oklahoma, I understand the OU and OSU's.
Don't offend people around here.
I know. They say, well, I didn't know the scholarship. Well, but it's because there is a program at Ole Miss for this. And so
that's right. They're the only state or college here in the state, major college that has the Naval ROTC program. So that's the key there.
So we put if Mississippi State had the Naval ROTC, we would definitely make sure scholarships were available.
That's correct.
So that's an idea of where some of the funds go for that we raise here at the Navy League, and we do this as an annual fundraiser. But there's also another way that our listeners can help the Navy League, and you probably know what I'm setting you up for.
Absolutely. That's why my wife would have been here. She's she's our membership chair.
She's the membership chair. There you go.
Yeah, so if you're, obviously the Navy base is a huge impact on this community. And so it's obviously critically important for us to make sure that we show that our support to them. And this is just one of the ways you can do that is through membership in the Navy League. In fact, one of the things we will have at the event is a QR code that you can scan to join. It'll take you right to the website to join. And I know it's already been posted. Some of the things have already been posted, that QR code. So if you have a business in town and you're not a member, I strongly encourage it. I mean, obviously, all businesses are being benefited by the fact that you have the Navy League and the Navy and all the people there that are buying things in this community and supporting this community. So.
And to make Sylvia and Audrey proud, listening, it's Audrey, right?
Yes, Audrey.
To make them proud, I'll just remind you folks, you can right now go to usnavyleague.org and you can see the different membership options, and you can join, and of course tell them where you live, and you'll be directed, your membership will be directed to the Mississippi Council.
Yeah, the only one, as long as you say Mississippi, they're going to know to put it in the Mississippi Council.
Don't tell them you're like from Stillwater, Oklahoma or something like that.
Right.
That's a past life, but yes.
There you go. Well, this is fantastic, and of course, again, this is something that the community is very familiar with, and so, folks, it comes around once a year. It's fun. And you're doing a great cause by supporting the Navy League, and we have some great sponsors that will be mentioned as well, because there are businesses in the community that are chipping in money to make sure you make sure you do get fed and have something to drink and some things to do on Tuesdays.
That's right. We've got some great sponsors. Yep.
And they are plentiful to list, but there'll be a couple of huge posters listing all those sponsors at the event. We'll probably highlight some of the major ones from the front, but it's hard to highlight anything from the front because there's so many people there. It's once you start talking. What's a good way to get a crowd quiet there, Rob? You're a public speaker. What's some good suggestions?
Shut up.
Well, we could try that.
Attention! Attention!
The one I prefer is, we're about to announce the winner of our $10,000 cash prize.
What?
That's a key. I think that would really help. Yeah.
Wait a minute. They're going to give it. No, just kidding, folks. Just kidding. We are not giving away a $10,000 cash prize. Just a joke. But it's going to be fun. It's Tuesday, the 6th of May. It's next week. It's coming up. And you and the board have been planning this for some time. So a lot of people get behind the wheel with put the shoulder to the wheel, and they get the job done on Tuesday, setting up tables, getting all the drinks in place, we want, first of all, we could not do it without the big thanks and cooperation of the Meridian Airport Authority, and we just appreciate Tom Williams allowing this event to be held there at the Key Brothers hangar. So
yeah, absolutely.
that's the first step in sponsors right there.
Right.
People that we want to acknowledge. But again, there'll be beverages, there'll be lots of food, tables set up. A lot of people put money in to make sure this happens, because it doesn't come for free.
We do want to stress too, you can purchase your tickets ahead of time, or you can purchase them at the gate, right?
That's right.
That's right, and they are the same price. Is that right?
That is, yeah.
There used to be a different price in advance of the gate, and then we just decided to keep it simple. $30 tickets.
Yeah.
Just be there. And there'll be a line to receive the ticket you already have, or there'll be a line to buy tickets if you don't have them.
Either or. So.
But from all the times past, everybody has been able to get in, have a good time, and everybody's been able to get fed.
Yep.
And so we make sure there's plenty.
Yeah.
There you go.
Plenty of great food and drink, and so good time by all.
Just don't bring the child's wagon for a takeout box. Nothing like that, okay?
We're going to weigh your box. Like I said earlier, one less wing and tail.
One less wing and tail. So it's going to be fun. Again, just a reminder, when you do come out, and this is kid friendly. Bring the children; they're going to have fun. Look at the cars and the planes, and there might even be like a big semi truck there this year.
Oh,
so that's kind of fun. But I will say, please don't touch the exhibits. Don't unless you have permission from the person in charge of the exhibit.
Yeah, last year we actually got to walk through a Chinook helicopter, which was pretty neat.
Oh yeah,
nice.
That sounds great. Yeah. And you think they'll be back this year? We don't know.
I think that's part of the plan, yes.
Okay, good. So that's all going to be at Keyfield this coming Tuesday. And it's going to, what time do we expect people to start socializing?
So 5:30 is when the socializing starts, and then 6:30 is when the food will start.
Okay, so, 5:30 to 6:30, and then it'll go until.
Yep.
There you go.
How about that?
Live entertainment the whole time. So.
All right, Rob, is there anything that we needed to ask about the Navy League that we haven't covered?
I think we covered everything for the most part. So.
Anything you wanted to know about Oklahoma State University?
Whoa.
Well, it's that O State, Yeah.
Wow.
No. Had the privilege of spending a couple of nights in that town. It was kind of fun.
It's a great town.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat little town.
Just
Stillwater.
Little plug for Starkville. It's very similar in terms of the
college
town.
College town.
Yeah. Size and the kind of the atmosphere of a college town.
Yep, exactly.
Well, there you go.
And I think they got the same deal on bricks, because the bricks of the buildings look identical too. So
really, something about that.
Someone called T. Boone. Hey, do you know a good brick company for a stadium?
Right.
Oh, mercy. Well, Joe, I just want to say a big thank you for being here, and thanks for taking the leadership of the Navy League. And we'll take a break here and come back. How's that?
sounds great.
All righty. And by the way, hi Sylvia. Sorry you can't.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry you couldn't be here. And Audrey, okay, I guess you can go into school now.
Go to school now.
All right. We'll be back. Stay tuned. To finish this hour while Steve Miller is doing the intro to that song. While he's doing the intro, let's talk about where you go when your auto glass gets cracked or broken. We suggest, and we strongly suggest, you go to the pros down on 22nd Avenue, and I'm talking about Adam McCree and Adam Carmichael at A&A Glass.
Absolutely. Of course, 2 doors down from the Children's Museum there on 22nd Avenue, or as the cool kids like to say, CeeLo Ward, Calhoun Parkway.
I'm just not cool.
I don't know. I'm that rebel like that. I love it. 601-693-GLASS is their number, 601-693-4527. And folks, whether it's a rock peck or, God forbid, if it's one of those deals where you're got that big line running right through the middle of your view while you're driving, Adam and the entire staff can get you squared away. They'll give you a free estimate on that project, and of course they work with the insurance companies as well. And of course A&A has been number one and continue to be number one in automotive glass replacement here in the East Mississippi area, and they've been number one for like 12 years running, and that streak is going to be unbroken for a while. So go by and see them. They're a couple of doors down from the Children's Museum, and let them take a look at your windshield today. They're going to open up in, well, exactly 1 minute. Down at A&A Glass, they'll be there till 4 today, or call ahead once again at 601-693-GLASS. At 601-693-4527. That is Adam Carmichael, Adam McCree, A&A Glass.
We've got a listener. He's got his thumb on the send button of his phone, a call button of his phone, wondering if we're giving away some Wings and Tails tickets.
Oh, good Lord.
But just letting you know that we might, but not today.
Oh!
We might have some, but not today. So be listening for that. In the meantime, we're going to take a break. It's Fox News next. Stay tuned. We have a whole other hour when we come back. All right, good morning, everybody. Second hour and the second cup of coffee. Here we go. We're off and running this morning, 9 minutes after, well, it's almost 10 minutes after the hour. By the time we got that good quality Queen City news in there for you so you know what's going on. I'm Roger B. Say hi to Mr. Robbie Atkinson.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. Good to see you. Here we are. We're Charlesless today as he's ramping up for his busy weekend.
Yep.
Yep, that's what he's doing. No, he's not. He's probably got his feet up reading the paper.
Sure.
Reading something. No, I don't know. Who knows what he does when he doesn't come on the show? Gets to work early?
He works.
Yeah.
He's a worker.
He is a worker. You know, a lot of us men are. Our wives send us out of the house, go to work, come back, gather, bring it back.
Can I come home now? No!
Go gather it and we'll cook it.
Oh.
I guess is that the way it works at your place? Go gather it and she'll cook it?
It's mixed. I cook sometimes.
Do you really?
Yes, sir.
Look at you.
Yes, sir.
I would like to know, what would you consider is, because I know what my specialty is, but I'd be curious as to what your specialty would be.
Anything grilled is good. Good grill guy, and do a good meatloaf. I've done that before. She likes that, and just simple stuff. Not anything too fancy.
How about that? Well, that is quite different than myself.
But between the months of January and about right now, with as much gone as we are from the house, it's just kind of grab what you can.
A lot of driving through some places, aren't there?
Yeah, it gets
stopping at the Queen City.
It gets old after a while. We actually ate there last night. We got that on the go, but yeah, it's just
Yeah.
you just have to make do this time of year. So.
Well, that doesn't quite compare then to my cereal and milk specialties that I have.
Yeah.
I can crack open a box pretty quick.
Darn right.
Get it poured in a bowl.
That old Captain Crunch goes a long way.
Captain Crunch. Ooh, I'm just thinking.
Are tricks really for kids? Just for kids?
As a kid, I can remember all those sweet cereals, but I can't even think of it now. I do I do a combo. I do the grape grains with some grape nuts on them top.
There you go.
And then mix it up there, put some fruit sometimes, and then get that good old milk in there. Almond milk I use, actually. That's just something I do. I don't know. It's just my thing.
Probably better for you anyway.
I don't know. You know, here's the thing about it. It doesn't matter what it is. Somebody somewhere is going to come along and say, well, this product is not good for you because of this, this, and this, and this. You know, dairy's not good for you because this and this and this
What
and
do
this.
you want me to do, eat dirt?
Remember the whole thing about butter?
Yeah.
Oh, butter, fat. Ooh, no good. Here, try margarine.
Yeah, right.
What did we find out about margarine?
Yep.
I mean, all of the synthetic oils that keep it from melting on the plate when you left it out all day.
I ain't gonna die from something, I guess. You know.
No, I'm going back to the real butter. That's what I'm doing. Hey, I'll tell you also who I'm going back to. I'm going back to Barber & Son Plumbing because I had to call them yesterday. I set up an appointment for them to come. I have a project downtown I need them to take care of. So I just called Nikki at Barber & Son Plumbing. She's got me on the schedule.
I already got them on my radar as well because obviously looking at some stuff around my mom's place. Got a sink I need them to look at possibly, or maybe an easy fix, a little part I got to buy. But anyway, that a lot of folks are going to Barber & Son's Plumbing for those small projects or those even bigger projects as well. And for you do-it-yourselfers, just go down there, and Gary's going to have the part for you, and you can become a member of Plumbing University down there at Barber & Sons Plumbing. So they got every plumbing part available. If they don't have it, they can get it to you pretty quick like. 1123 26th Avenue in Meridian. Call ahead at 601-482-7023. Good local company. They're third generation down there at Barber & Sons. And don't go wandering around the big box store, and you're going to end up getting the wrong part, and they're going to have to Google it for you, and you're going to waste just your entire half of your day at the store just getting the right part when you can already have everything squared away by shopping locally with Barber & Sons Plumbing. 482-7023, or there at the corner of 1123 26th Avenue. Go by and see them.
Don't know what they were doing before, but in 1926 on this day, May 1st, Ford Motor Company established what we call now the 5-day, 40-hour work week. So I guess the union got to them back then in 1926. We need, or maybe I don't know what the hours were before that.
40-hour work week.
601-485. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great to have a job like that?
Wow.
I would like a 40-hour work week job Let's take a phone call. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Rob,
Sir.
this Burke fellow was on the radio. Somebody said, called me, said he's been on the radio claiming to work 3 or 4 days this week. Can we get a fact check on that?
A fact check.
Day number 4 today. That's a fact.
It's a streak.
Hell, that guy, last time he seen a 40-hour work week, it belonged to somebody else.
He borrows the time from him.
Hard to time. I wondered, did he get a letter from Elon naming 5 things you did last week?
send the email and ready to go.
Man, I guess.
And there's a rumor that he may actually be there tomorrow also, huh?
Well, let's not get carried away. Tomorrow's not here yet.
I know it's not here yet. I'm not counting on it, but that's 5 days in 1 week. I mean, we're going to have a celebration of some kind. I don't know.
I say we go get a cake, man. Let's just have a
Get a cake.
Get a cake.
And some punch, and then
Hey,
spike the punch.
Hey, any excuse to have cake, I'm all for it. So.
I know. I love giving Roger a hard time.
And I'm glad you do, but you know what it's like to live a life when you're not on one job. That means you're on another.
Oh, I know you are a working man. You ain't goofing off when you're not there. Even though I'm gonna make everybody try to think you.
Oh, I know. That's it.
You are supporting all the deadbeats we got in this country and illegal aliens by working 2 or 3 jobs.
I even
That's
had
what they told Clinton that time. Said so and so. I've created so many new jobs, and this one fellow, me and my wife's got 6 of them. But anyway. That's the way it goes.
That's it. But, you know, my wife is just as happy as can be that I can she'll be lying in bed, and I bend down and kiss her goodbye to go to work, and she just knows I'm out there bringing it home.
That's a good deal.
Mom, I don't want you messing with the deal she got.
When's the ruling, Roger, you know more than I do on that. When's the ruling the Supreme Court's going to rule on the giving the money to the Christian religious schools and stuff? You know when they're going to rule on that?
I don't think there's a time set.
I know they had the oral arguments yesterday on it because I saw some of the Supreme Court justices' comments on that yesterday. Usually these rulings take a month or 2 before they.
Well, like I say, when that's going to be an awful thing if it goes through. Like I say, we are going to be using taxpayer money to fund mosque and Muslim schools and satanic schools, and as you said, if the federal government, you get the wrong people heading up the federal government, wherever their money goes, you got to follow their rules too. So that's not going to be the great. And it kills me that all these conservative Republicans are the ones pushing this. Well, it's not just going to work in the favor of Christian schools. It's not going to be a good deal. But
well, they said I did read an article, Chuck, this morning where they said that John Roberts is probably going to end up being the swing vote on the court. He usually ends up being the swing vote on some stuff like this. So it just kind of depends on which way the wind blows with him, I guess.
But I think you agree with me, Chuck, and that is if the best way if the government wants to help a private organization is just do a voucher to the parents, let them choose where they want to, what private organization they might want to send their child to.
Yeah, if they want to send them to a private school, much better than the federal government being more involved and tell you what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. But, yeah, that'd be a lot better. I like Trump telling that and Marco Rubio telling that judge, we ain't got to tell you a daggum thing. This ain't none of your business, buddy. This is foreign policy. You ain't got nothing to do with this. This is at the discretion of the President of the United States, so you can suck it up, Buttercup. But anyway, I like hearing that with him yesterday. But all right, guys, we listen.
All right.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you checking in here. Paul Tarver texting in his favorite cereal recipe, which is Raisin Bran Crunch with Honey Nut Cheerios. So another mixer here. Are you a cereal mixer out there? Let us know. It's 601-485-9191 if you're a cereal mixer. Oh, I tell you what, we love mixing it up here on the show. The minerals deal is supposedly done, according to the Treasury, with the Ukraine.
Yeah, I saw that came in late yesterday afternoon. They had that big hearing, not hearing, but little press conference yesterday, and that got thrown out there, and it was like, okay, well, I guess here we go. So,
well, that's kind of the beginning of hopefully of what's going to be the eventual I guess, cessation of hostilities between Russia and Ukraine, because once American interest gets involved in Ukraine, things will have to change.
Do you think maybe the little face-to-face meeting they had at the Pope's funeral may have escalated things a little bit?
I love that picture. They're in two chairs out in the middle of the floor of the basilica,
and Trump's like leaning
he's leaning in. He's leaning in. It's like this is truly a come to Jesus meeting.
You listen here. I bet that's how, listen here.
Yeah. Listen, I'm only going to say this once.
I'm only going to say this one time.
Yeah.
Listen here, Vladimir.
If you don't have us, you've got nothing.
Well, Trump did. He was very transparent in the meeting. He said he's reading some details about it. He did tell reporters over the weekend that part of the pair's discussion revolved over the U.S. sending more weapons to Ukraine. Just quoting the president here, he said, he told me that he needs more weapons, but he's been saying that for 3 years. We're going to see what happens. I want to see what happens with respect to Russia, because Russia, I've been surprised and disappointed, very disappointed that they did the bombing of those places after discussions. Of course, we talked about the drone attacks they had, a couple of nights back over there in Ukraine. So Trump did not divulge any further details about the meeting to reporters, but the president did add that he thinks Zelensky will be willing to give up Crimea in order to secure a peace deal. Russia's annexation of the current Ukrainian territory has been a major sticking point amid negotiations between the two warring nations. So, but that was kind of a few details he did give about his little face-to-face meeting right there when they were all at the Pope's funeral.
So it was a get down to it kind of meeting.
Exactly. That's the way we're kind of reading it right now. So
well, and hopefully this will play into the negotiations now with trying to make sure that Vladimir Putin does a ceasefire. But he's kind of hard-headed in his own right.
Yep. And Sweet Caroline's doing a press briefing right now with Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller. Now, you want to talk about firecracker. Stephen Miller is that guy, too. So, but, yeah, they're doing another press briefing right now. So they've been doing a lot of these morning press briefings this week. I guess this being the 100 days week, I guess. So, but
the ticker on the Fox Monitor says that men will not be allowed in women's spaces.
Okay.
Trying to figure out that one.
Yeah. We know they always have to have a little headline up there.
Yeah,
so.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, he's Stephen Miller's one guy. When they get him on any of these networks, he goes on a lot of the mainstream media networks, and he's a little spitfire now. He doesn't put up with any lip. So
yeah. 601-485-9191 is our talk line. We'll take another call. Good morning.
Well, I feel very sorry for the person that decides to be one of the first ones to go into the store, look for the dreaded milk from flies on their local grocery shelf.
Look for what? I didn't quite catch what you said there on the look for what?
Well, they supposedly have they're supposedly pushing for somebody is. I mean, but anyhow, they say that you can get milk from flies. Yeah.
You can get milk from flies?
Milk from flies. They've actually been doing research on it.
I'm completely lost on that one, but I don't want any. I know this. I will not be purchasing fly milk.
Thank you. Me neither.
Okay. All right. Whew, mercy. Whew. Breaking news right here. Have you read that research, Rob?
No.
I missed that one right there.
Yeah. Well, hey, you didn't miss much, right?
I'm telling you. So, where are you reading this kind of stuff?
Well, actually, it's on who was it that was? Oh, yeah.
Oh, was that
I
internet?
like how Trump really got that one fella good, that did the hour-long interview.
Yeah, the ABC interview.
And Trump let him know what network he was a member of.
Mm-hmm.
He let him know that it was the fake news network, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, I guess everybody expects he's going to not just kind of buckle under if they interview him on their networks, but at least I give him credit for having an interview with him.
I'll put it this way. I think the guy got an F on being able to function well with how Trump was throwing things back at him that he thought he was going to trip him up with.
Yeah. Trump's not going to be. He's not going to sit there and just let it rain down on him.
No, and you know something. If I can't say a whole lot else about the guy, is that at least he stands up for what he's believing in.
No uncertain words.
Yeah, and you know, I think that there's a lot of people, they don't realize that that's going to end up being the saving grace, because, you know, Biden would change his mind about everything he made decisions on, not more than even, it was like a matter of hours sometimes, or days, that he would back down on a decision that he supposedly had a hard stance on. And
I don't think
we don't need somebody like that.
I don't think we really know who was back there changing his mind.
Exactly.
Or his diapers.
He had a committee. What else?
Yeah, there you go.
And his anyhow, we're just glad him and his crew decided to get out of that house.
There you go. All right. Well, listen, glad you're out there listening and checking in here.
Yep.
All right.
I am, and I do, and yep, it's a good thing to listen to in the morning.
Well, thank you. Glad you're doing that. We appreciate that.
All right, then.
All right. Have a good day. Thank you for the phone call.
Do have some big news from Fox and Friends this morning. I don't know if if folks have heard this yet, but Fox and Friends host Steve Ducey, who's been on the couch for years on that program. He's leaving the couch in New York.
Say it isn't so.
Well, he's staying with Fox. He is going to become a dedicated host of remote assignments. Yeah, the show is going to continue to be hosted in the New York studios there by Brian Kilmeade, Ainsley Earhart, and Lawrence Jones, while Steve Ducey will appear remotely. So not sure what that might be about, but so instead of having 4 folks live in the studio in the mornings on Fox and Friends, Steve Ducey is going to be doing things remotely, doing some assignments there, maybe kind of stepping away maybe from doing a lot of live stuff now. So, so yeah.
Well, he's the senior on the sofa, isn't he?
He is. He's been there for many and many
years.
To
see that, but they do have too many people on the couch when they're all in the house.
Yeah, I love Lawrence Jones. He is probably one of my favorite people.
He's probably a good addition to
been a great addition
to the sofa. So that's kind of a
well. And the thing about it is, you got to realize with these 4 individuals, especially Kilmeade, he's involved in so much stuff outside of that program. He's on the 5 sometimes. He's got his own weekend show. He's got a radio show. Ainsley, this is her only gig that she does in the morning, and Ducey's been there for so long. So Lawrence Jones, kind of that new guy coming in. But so yeah, I saw them all kind of on the couch together at the end of the show this morning. They were kind of hugging up on Ducey, and I was like, well, something must be going on. And then learning of this news this morning. So, but say he's not leaving Fox. He's just going to be doing some stuff remotely. So I don't know if maybe spending more time with family, grandkids, or whatever, or something else is going on. So
he'll be working from home.
Yeah.
Hi, here's our next cookbook. And,
the next cookbook from the Duceys.
601-485-9191. Good morning, caller.
2 things should be a requirement before you call this show.
2 things should be a requirement. I'm with you.
All right, come on.
Number 1, you should be informed.
Yes.
Okay.
Before you call this show.
Yes.
Number 2, you should have at least 1 cup of coffee in you, because that guy right there was still asleep. That whole phone call.
Oh no!
Listen, people, y'all got to get a cup of coffee.
Oh, okay, be nice now. Be nice.
I am. That is being nice. That's just.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you think, I thought trying to milk an almond was bad. I mean, we milking flies.
Milking an almond was bad.
Y'all have a good morning.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Well, if you look at the almonds, they have these little, well, we won't go there. So. Two things. Well, it's, this phone line is open to all who want to bring something. And, yes, you get to choose kind of what you bring. And that caller decided to bring fly milk to the to the table.
Yeah.
Got fly milk on the table. But we're speeding toward a break here where we've got to do another Fox News break, and then we'll come back and take some more calls and give everybody a chance to have a cup of coffee and come back.
We'll see if we can get Steve Ducey on the line.
Maybe he would actually do our show. What do you think about
There
that?
you go.
Yeah, we'll have to check on that one. Anyway, it's Mornings in Meridian, and we appreciate you being out there. We'll be back. Stay tuned. That takes you back, doesn't it, folks? All the way back to the 70s. And Rita Coolidge is in the last part of her 70s. She's 79 years old today. Happy birthday, Rita. Good job. Now, you got a little ways to catch Judy Collins, who is 85 today. And, of course, we celebrated Tim McGraw earlier. He's 57. Ray Parker Jr., who you going to call? 70 years old today. And, oh, man, here's Country Music Hall of Famer Sonny James.
Wow.
He was born on this day in 1928. So happy birthday. If the 1st of May is your birthday, please go get yourself something nice. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. You might be able to save some money on insurance. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Well, actually, we'll talk about it now since our call has dropped. And we're talking about Jeffrey Wilson. You can save up to $800 on an average now. On an average, $889 if you combine your home and auto insurance with Jeffrey Wilson State Farm.
Absolutely. Life is better on the farm with State Farm Insurance. Jeffrey Wilson, of course, you can save a lot of money when you combine that home and auto insurance. And we always talk about relationships matter when it comes to your insurance, and you want to deal with a good hometown agent who is really embedded in his community. And I tell you what, Jeffrey is right at the top of that list. I mean, he is involved in a lot of different organizations, from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes to the Downtown Optimist Club, and the list just rolls on. And go by and discuss those insurance options today. Of course, he's located at 2401 Highway 39 North in Meridian, or you can call ahead at 601-483-8253. That's 483-8253, and discuss those options with Jeffrey Wilson. So if you're looking to make a switch, make that switch with State Farm Insurance. Jeffrey Wilson. Once again, that's 601-483-8253. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right. And just a little throwback here to a conversation earlier. It does say in our AI research department, a tsetse fly does produce a milk-like substance called milk that they use to feed their larvae.
Yum, yum.
There you go. Let's take a phone call quickly. Good morning, caller. Welcome to our show.
I want to see the milking machine they use for this fly.
Oh, no. Please tell me this is not going on.
You probably have to have awful small hands to get them attached.
Oh, mercy. Okay. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
That'd be the first thing I would probably ask to see if it was a legitimate. Is well, how do they milk them? You know?
It's kind of like
it's kind of catch them first, then get them to be still, and
it's kind of like Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller in Meet the Parents talking about milking a cat.
Yeah,
it's like
I've actually milked a cat. Oh yeah, really? Tell you how you do that?
I got nipples, Greg. Want to milk me?
Oh man.
Yes,
yes. In other words, I want to tell you, to let y'all know how bad it is about imported stuff into this country.
Yes, sir.
Got a pack of matches at Walmart the other day, and even the matches aren't made here in the States. Made in Chile.
Chile.
Really? Okay, we have chili matches.
Anywhere but here.
Okay.
I need to light a match after you eat chili.
But now here's the big question. Is it a Chinese company in Chile that's making the matches and sending them here?
That's a bingo. There you go.
Well, it probably would have to be a prerequisite to make Walmart's list of vendors, to be honest with you.
Well, let's just be honest completely. We cannot live without products from other countries. We rely too heavily on product, and we have to have it. It's just the way it is. We have to have it.
We can't go to war with them because they make just about everything we buy, don't they?
Yeah.
China or Chile?
We'd really be in a pickle if we went to war with them. Like, well, we can't keep the train going. You know, everything comes from there. Sad. But
sad.
Even the matches, that's almost as bad as the shoe polish. You know.
Yeah, you get matches and shoe polish. What's this world coming to when you can't get matches and shoe polish made right here in the good USA?
I have to agree.
I hear you. All right, well.
But
next thing you know, you're going to go to the store and on the shelf is going to be imported fly milk. All right, that's
y'all
it.
have any of that fly milk?
Oh,
If you don't
mercy.
have it, well, y'all need to start getting it.
Yeah.
Fly
mercy.
milk.
All right, we've got to get serious here. We've got to get serious
It's
here.
almost a double negative, isn't it?
Oh, mercy. Okay. Thanks for checking back in, Lefty. Hope you have a good day. Thanks for calling, I think.
That's got to be one of the most original calls I've ever heard.
There you go. Original it is. Okay. All right.
All right, y'all.
All right. All right. Go collect yourself. Have that other cup of coffee, walk the dogs, and all that other good stuff. It's Mornings in Meridian. On a serious note, and this is information that you need to know about your community, and that is tonight is opening night for the play My Fair Lady at Meridian Little Theater right there on Highway 39. So don't forget. My Fair Lady. She'll be playing tonight, Friday night, and I guess
Tonight, the swanky night.
I think they call it First Nightos.
That's the swanky night.
I don't know about swanky. I mean, say maybe put a jacket or something. I don't know.
Oh, I can't wear flip-flops.
You can. You can.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen some pretty swanky flip-flops.
Nice. My tuxedo T-shirt and flip-flops. Yes.
I think you should. I highly recommend it.
Sir, we have a lovely seat for you. It's here in the back corner.
We have a seat for you, sir. It's right through that door that says men.
No, we have a lovely seat for you. It's behind the curtain so nobody can see you.
We got to do stagehand. Pull that rope.
Right.
All right. Mornings in Meridian. Let's take a call. Good morning. Welcome to our show.
Let's don't get serious.
Okay.
Don't get serious.
Don't get serious.
This is Hiram U. Coltrane. The U stands for uninformed. And I want to let that fella know at call a while ago, if the host can be uninformed and ignorant, and so can the callers be. Knowing what you're talking about ain't never been a prerequisite for this show.
I was going to say, please don't require that of the host.
I tell you what, I'll just charge you some extra Mississippi income tax. How about that?
That's right. And as far as that fellow with that fly meal a while ago, you put enough tequila in your pasteurized, I promise you can fly.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Oh.
and like that fella got on his bumper sticker, say, if you can't drink all day if you don't start at daylight.
That's right.
That's it.
There we go.
That's what our caller, late Lowell Williams, used to say. Lowell, you drinking already? If you don't start early, you can't drink all day. Oh, man. But now, on a serious note, I was listening to another station coming in here and another show, and I don't mind saying it's a Rick Burgess show. It's on our sister station, WKZB 97.9 The Buzz. They were talking about a guy that fell out of a stadium because he was way over intoxicated.
He was drinking Grandpa's old cough medicine.
Trying to fly and fell quite a height from a high point of the stadium.
Don't think that didn't do too well for him.
Pirates and Cubs game. Did you catch that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, that was a little disturbing. So,
I will say one thing.
They stopped the game, but they resumed it.
I remember going to a Saints game years ago in the Superdome. When you sit in that like upper level, those steps going down, I mean, that is a steep little walk down those steps. And if you step wrong, I mean, you could be the next story on the news, falling over the railing of the balcony.
Well,
those steps are really steep there at that particular facility. I know they've done some remodeling. I haven't been to a game there in years, but yeah.
I thought the steepest set of seats is the high end of the upper level of the Superdome.
Exactly.
In New Orleans. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
that
yes.
second level. It's pretty steep up through there. So, remember going to a game there years ago, and I was like, man, I'd take one step at a time. Move out of the way. I was like, you're drunk. I'm sober. Let me go first.
Said, yeah, man falls from the stands up there at PNC Park in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
During a Pirates-Cubs game.
Well, the one thing that scares me when you watch these games on television, like especially at a baseball game, folks that are in that upper level try to catch a foul ball and they're hanging all over that railing. I was like, man, I said, my life's not worth a baseball to catch a foul ball at a ball game. You're going to fall over the railing and then kill yourself. So, but yeah, especially with those stairs being as steep as they are, I think that's that way at all these stadiums now, even these new ones. So
now, I heard a discussion the other night, and maybe you can enlighten me because I was intrigued. The banana baseball.
Banana ball! ball.
Banana ball. You know about banana ball.
I love banana.
Tell about it. It's kind of the way it was described to me. It was kind of the
Let me see how someone described it.
What do you call it? The Harlem Globetrotters.
Exactly. That's how I describe it too.
Like they do basketball.
It's Globetrotters on the diamond.
Well, that sounds intriguing because one of the rules is, and I love this. I would love to see this in the major league. If a fan catches a foul, it's an out.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great.
Talk about getting the fans involved.
Well, I mean, this league is taking over big stadiums wherever it goes. I mean, it is wildly popular. Yeah, but
Banana ball.
Yeah.
I like that idea. See, what are some of the other? It's just I haven't watched it. I haven't seen it, but the way it was described to me, I think I would just absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's taken over. So,
but they're very artsy about how they catch the balls and return them to infield.
Even the umpires are in on the show too. I mean, it's hilarious. It's great.
Well, I'm just going to have to check it out.
Yeah, banana ball.
So you are well versed on banana ball.
Yes, banana ball.
I wonder if we can get them to come to MCC.
How much money you got?
Well, you could like take up an offering or something.
I like how AI describes banana ball. A unique, fast-paced, and entertaining form of baseball pioneered by the Savannah Bananas.
That's it, the Savannah Bananas.
It's known for its focus on trick plays, showmanship, fan participation, and generally fun, energetic atmosphere. The Savannah Bananas and exhibition barnstorming team have popularized this style of play, often incorporating dance routines and other interactive elements into their games. Yeah, the Savannah Bananas.
The Savannah Bananas.
Their slogan, we make baseball fun.
Baseball fun. Well, I did not get the idea whether this fan survived or not, but I know he was carted off to the hospital. So I just know that was a bad fall there at the ball game. There, it looks like it was a good 20-foot drop up there.
But when you go to the Savannah Bananas website to look for tickets,
this is a Pirates game. Yeah,
sold out. I mean,
really?
That's just how popular this stuff is right now. I mean, they travel all over the nation, but a lot of their games are just completely sold out. So,
what would you think if there was a change in the major league? If the fan caught a foul ball, it's an out.
Be fun. I'd like it.
I think it would be too.
They're actually going to be in Starkville, August the 22nd through the 23rd. Banana Ball is going to be there.
Sold out?
No.
Give me a ticket.
Tickets available.
Get us tickets.
Oh,
Get us tickets.
I got some connections.
All right. There we go. I'll pay for it. I just want to get some tickets. 601-485-9191 is our talk line. Let's go to the phones. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hey,
Hi,
good morning,
Ruth.
Miss Ruth.
Is Mr. Ricardo still there? Is he still on the premise?
Do what now?
The guest that you had this morning, Ricardo, the one.
No. That was last hour. He's long gone.
He's gone. All right. Things have really changed. I mean, there was a time when I could call the Navy base and ask to speak to Penny, and then they would say, "Hold on." Last night I was trying to get in touch with this gentleman, and because there's some things I need to ask him. And the thing about it is that they're on the phone. You call, and then they want to know your name and your this and this and all of the details about your life and what do you want, and then they're going to have to text somebody and send the email, and it is real. I mean, we're talking about high security stuff now. It's really here. I'm telling you. And I was saying, well, wait just a minute. I mean, 5 years ago, I could just call and say, "May I speak to Penny?" And somebody would just put me through, but you can't do that now.
Well, Mr. Mercado, he's not connected with the Navy base. He's a civilian with the Navy League.
No, I know he's the board president. No. There's something going on. But what I want to know here is
I don't know.
You can help me.
Okay.
No. If you can help me.
No. Okay.
Give me the number that I can call there. Not number that I'm talking now, where I can ask these people to call him and have him call me. You see, I want to leave my number. Is it 3434 the number that I call for your office?
That is our office. Our office number is
that correct?
that is correct. Very good.
Exactly. So if I call that that particular number
Mm-hmm.
and leave my name and the telephone number and ask that Mr. Ricardo call me,
Mm-hmm.
can they do that? Can they do that for me?
Well, I'll ask Rob since he's kind of our operations guy.
Wonderful.
Let's
Is
see.
he right there next with you?
Oh, Rob is right here beside
Yeah, I'm
me.
right here. We unfortunately don't have his number here at the studio. I didn't arrange for him to come here today, so I would not have any way of reaching out to him. So we don't have his number on file up front. So
I see your point. Well, I'm just going to have to do the line wait, so I might not hear from him for another day
Yeah.
because the person told me, we'll make sure that he gets in, that he gets in touch with you.
Is there
today.
something
It's like
is there
today.
something we could help you with as far as the Navy League
No,
is
this is it's with him. It's a decision he has to make.
a decision
So,
he has
as
to
board
make?
President, as the board president.
Well.
So what has to happen now? No. So I just need to get started on this project.
Oh,
that I
okay.
have.
All right. All right.
And
Okay.
and I got called.
Mm.
You weren't taking any. I thought. When you were interviewing him,
Yeah.
I was thinking there might have been an opportunity for me to talk at that particular time because I had tried to get in touch with him yesterday, and I still haven't heard from him. So you can't, like I said, now just call people like you used to do.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just living in a different kind of world now.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. Absolutely. And I was saying, my goodness, do I have to go through all of this?
Times have changed, haven't they?
That's true. Have a good day, guys. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ruth checking in, wanting to get in touch with Joe Mercado. Heads up, Joe. Ruth looking for you. Okay. What we need to do is take this break.
Yep.
And then we're going to come back.
okay.
And I'm going to make sure that that we do this right here. We're going to take a break. We're
Yep.
going to do the weather.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about Nelson Hall Chevrolet. And then we're going to come back.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria.
Bill freaking Murray, man.
I'm telling you. And, of course, that great theme song recorded by Ray Parker Jr., who turned 70 years old today.
That's like one of my most iconic lines in that movie. He says, "Dogs and cats living together."
Living
Mass
together.
hysteria."
Dogs and cats living together.
Was it Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, and of course the late Harold Ramis?
Oh, man. Harold Ramis, really kind of brilliant when it comes to film comedy.
I will say this: they made the newer Ghostbuster movies. Like I think it was Ghostbusters Afterlife, where they, like there's kids coming up going to be the Ghostbusters or whatever. And they did a really nice tribute to Harold Ramis in that movie at the end. It'll tear you up a pretty good bit. So that was kind of sweet.
How about that?
For you Ghostbusters fans.
Now, did they use any of Ray Parker's music in the second one?
At the end. At the end.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end.
Just kind of a little replay.
Yeah.
Well, he should get a little coin off of that, eh?
Yeah.
I would think.
I think he still gets a lot of coin off of that, I would hope.
He just did because we just played it.
You darn right he did.
We pay our bills around here.
That's right.
Okay. It's Mornings in Meridian, and we're glad you're out there. We got a few minutes left. We want to tell you about where to get something hot to eat any time of day you want it. That is at the Magnolia Restaurant.
Got our to-go plate there last night. Fantastic staff, and boy, they were just wonderful when I stopped by there yesterday. And of course, on the menu today, pot roast. Pot roast! Pot roast on the menu today, or you can do hamburger steak with onion and gravy. How about fried or baked chicken? Fried pork chops, and they've got the veggie plates, biggie burger with fries. I mean, a lot of great menu items there. And, of course, the cornbread is so delicious down there at the Magnolia Restaurant. And, of course, banana pudding is always an option there at the end of your meal. Or you can start it out with a delicious breakfast there. They got the long haul breakfast. Get you a little short stack of pancakes there as well. And, folks, they're open 24/7. 24/7. I did notice they did have a lock on the door, but they never use it. So, because they're open 24/7. So
don't need locks on that door.
Exactly. 482-0259 if you want to call ahead and place that to-go order today with the Magnolia Restaurant. 601-482-0259 just off of exit 150. Go by and see them today for that lunch special and more at the Queen City Truck Stop, the Magnolia Restaurant.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's it for today. Just want to remind you, folks, like I said, tonight, Meridian Little Theater begins the production or the performances of My Fair Lady.
Should be a good night.
Should be a good night. A very popular play, if I might add. So all that coming up tonight, and, of course, we'll be back tomorrow for Fun Friday.
Yeah, stay safe out there today. Rain's not quite done just yet. So,
and weather permitting, I guess the scouting golf tournament is still scheduled for tomorrow.
As of right now, yes, sir.
So that's let's make sure you put that on your agenda. All right, well, that's it for today. Remember, God bless you all, and please, buy
local.
Thank you.